Well, it doesn't take long to get into it. Oh my god, Ethan Hawke shows up and then immediately gets shot with an arrow and dealt with. Probably like not even like 10 minutes into it. And man, this is cold-blooded, man. That's supposed to be his brother. Today we're covering the Northman kill count. If you're looking for kills in this movie, alright, there's a whole bunch of them. But it also turns into like 12 years a slave for most of it. Hey, I'm Brian, slasher in suits. That's the opening kill, man, and gets his head rolled off, man. Chopped off, old school style. You're like, man, and in front of his family. Wow, that evil son of a bitch. So killed his brother to take his brother's kingdom. Killed him in front of his nephew. Would have killed his nephew too if he would have found him. Chopped off his head just like he did his daddy. But to me, this seems like Godfather Part 2. They were looking for the boy. He eventually escaped and now he plots his revenge. But I didn't like his plan. His plan was to become a slave. And in the meantime of being a slave, he's done stuff like this. Like, oh man, this is like a crazy kill to show you like what his mindset is like. His plan was to infiltrate the system by becoming a slave to the guy he wants to kill. I don't know, man. It's not a really strong plan. But he's not too smart of a guy, man. He's using his head as a weapon in this. Never makes that much sense to me. It's like you might just come out a little bit better than the other guy. And he killed that guy to protect the king's son. Like, man, you should just let that happen. But I guess he was doing favors for the king still, even though your main plan is to kill him. And in the very beginning, once he grew up into a man, he was rolling with like a gang of Viking killers and everything. He should have never left that group. See, they were like probably like 20 people strong, taking over villages and such. You could have used that to take over your king and plot your revenge. Oh my god, do you see that? Look, spear caught and then thrown and killed the guy who actually threw it. Crazy. He was like a superhero at this point. Like what, the actor? He's 6'4", and you know the core strength it takes to climb up like a wood wall like that using axes? But like I'm saying, man, look, this whole crew is taking over the whole place, man. You should have stuck it out with them. This guy's huge too, man. He goes up against a horse and boom, takes that guy down on it. Nice stunt, man. A lot of good stunts in this movie. That guy should have took the horse and went to the next town. And this guard had like the element of surprise. He was about to strike him from around the corner. The guy broke his guard, broke his shield, and that's it, dude. And the nice sound effects really sold those two kills too. I think the reason he left that crew is like that part, right? They gathered all the women and children, put them in that hut, and then burned them alive. Brutal, brutal stuff. And he's like a bit of a liberal for being a Viking and everything. I mean a liberal because he even told his girlfriend, Anya Taylor, like, you know, she's supposed to be a witch, but whatever, that he doesn't want to kill any women. But he broke his own rule by killing his own mother, man. Then his other rule, not killing children, X that off because he killed his new half-brother he had with his uncle, which would make him his cousin, and then his uncle's son, which is another one of his cousin half-brothers. Huh? Exactly. I don't know. It's very confusing. Well, he got his revenge on his uncle for killing his daddy by chopping off his head, just like he done did to his daddy. Oh yeah, so his uncle would be his stepdad pretty much because now he's seen his mom. Wow, I don't know, the more you think about it, the more you get confused. And him and Anya Taylor actually got her pregnant, but then he went back for revenge instead of like raising the kids with her, so he'll never see those kids. Well, I guess revenge took everything from him too. Alright man, thanks for watching and follow me on all things and catch you dudes later. Later dudes. lastly, I'm like, does this guy count? It feels like such a video game. Like, you gotta defeat the 8-foot tall Viking zombie to get his sword. And he gets his head chopped off and put in his own butt.